violence and other kind of violence.
Get away! I could be at work, at school, in my car, I can still get shot by the police. I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.
What's good, cyberspace? It's the Black Gen Z Mindset. Make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe, and let's get into the video.
I'm Savannah Louie. We begin with breaking news. We're following new developments in the shooting involving Ludachris's manager, Chaka Zulu. This happened back in June. Zulu's real name is Ahmad Obafemi. Atlanta PD confirming with CBS 46 tonight he's facing several charges, including murder.
Wow. So the story was that Chaka Zulu was actually shot at, and he was a victim in this scenario. But it seems like Mr. Chaka Zulu busts back. Okay, and now he is being charged with murder. I don't know if this situation was self-defense, but it was absolutely reckless. And from my understanding, the narrative was that he was being shot at. Now they're switching that to murder charges. So I'm not really sure what's going on here. But this might be what they were talking about when Fani Willis was saying there's going to be more people in the industry that were going to face charges. So it looks like Buddy was moving reckless. Maybe he didn't have his CCW or whatever, the right paperwork, but you know, it's a damn shame. It's a damn shame. Okay, you work in the music industry, you're working with these rappers who are usually the ones who are getting in trouble. Now you got the manager of the rapper getting it. I mean, the rap game is all messed up.
You just saw his mugshot, which we received earlier tonight. The shooting happened June 26th in a Buckhead parking lot on Peachtree Road. Police say a group of men got into an argument. 3 men were shot, including Zulu. 1 man died. He was later identified as 23-year-old Artez Benton.
And that is the body that Chaka Zulu caught, Artez Benton. It's wild how these things play out.
Authorities say Zulu turned himself in at the Fulton County Jail and bonded out the same day. Right now, we're working to gather more details, including what led up to Zulu being charged.
Damn, so he bonded out on a murder charge just like that. So he might not get violated in this one. I'm really not sure, but apparently the judge doesn't see him as a flight risk like they did Young Thug and them. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see.
You can stay with CBS 46 for updates on air and online.
I'm here on the corner of MLK and Frederick Douglass, where a shooting just took place. And as you can see, it's a pretty rough area. So I'm basically risking my life reporting on this madness. So make sure you do me a favor and hit the subscribe button. Like the video, hell, share the video. And make sure you go ahead and leave a comment down in the comments section to continue the discussion on how we can find solutions to all this son violence in the streets. I'm Jenquavius Jackson, here live, reporting from Atlanta, Georgia, BGZM News 17.
Tonight, we want to get right to that breaking news this evening. Here it is. The manager for a superstar rapper now facing murder charges. It all stems from a shooting at a Buckhead restaurant over the summer. And Channel 2's Michael Seiden broke that news that the longtime manager of Ludachris, Chaka Zulu, has been arrested and charged with murder. His real name is Ahmed Obafemi. He was one of the people shot during that shooting outside the restaurant Apartment 4B. Channel 2's Larry Spruill live outside that restaurant tonight. Larry, we know Zulu turned himself in Fulton County, right?
Yeah, Justin, according to Channel 2's Michael Seiden, he turned himself in earlier this week on September 13th and then bonded himself out that same day. All of this started right across the street.
This man bonded out on a murder charge. Just like that. I wonder how much his bond was.
At his own restaurant, apartment 4B, during an argument earlier this summer on June 26th. Now, this is the mugshot of Ahmed Abafemi, also known as Chaka Zulu. Now, Channel 2 first reported about a shooting here on June 26th. Zulu was one of 3 people shot that night after a reported fight outside his Buckhead restaurant. 23-year-old Artez Benton was shot and killed, and Zulu and another person were also shot. Now, police said there appears to have been some type of argument or altercation that happened in the parking lot.
He probably told them to leave, and they didn't want to leave. So I can't really say that he's completely in the wrong in this situation, because sometimes it ain't no talking to these super gremlins. You just got to clap them. That's really how it be sometimes, because they won't leave.
The shopping center that night. Now, earlier this week on September 13th, Zulu was charged with murder, aggravated assault, possession of a firearm during commission of a felony, and simple battery. That's according to the Fulton County jail records. Now, we did reach out to his attorney. His attorney sent me this statement. It says, in part, now, Mr. Zulu was at his place of business that night and had every right to defend himself in an attempt to save his life. Mr. Zulu lawfully discharged his weapon in self-defense, a weapon that he is licensed to carry. Now,
Okay, so he was licensed to carry. I wonder why they're bringing murder charges upon him. He was at his place of business, defended his place of business, and now he's getting charged with murder.
Now, Mr. Zulu fully cooperated with law enforcement officials and their investigation and voluntarily turned himself in once he learned of the arrest warrants. Now, we have that complete statement on our website, WSBTV.com. We are live in Buckhead. Larry Spruill, WSB Tonight.
All right, Larry Spruill reporting live there. And again, Michael Seiden breaking that news earlier this evening, something we will certainly stay on top of in the coming days. Thank you.
This morning, Ludachris' longtime manager is out on bond after being arrested and charged with murder in a triple shooting we've been following since June. Our CBS 46's Madeline Montgomery is live in Atlanta for us this morning with details on what led up to this arrest. Good morning, Madeline.
Good morning, Tori. It's a tricky situation because when we first reported on this back in June, police were making it seem like Chaka Zulu was simply one of the victims, but now they're saying he's the suspect, even though his attorney is arguing that he shot and killed another man in self-defense. So we have an image of his mugshot. His real name is Ahmad Abufumi, and
I don't know, guys. What do y'all think? I mean, he's at his place of business. He's defending his restaurant, sounds like. We all know how unruly these super gremlins can get, especially if they're denied access somewhere. They will pull back up and spin the block, so sometimes you just gotta stomp them out right then and there, if you know what I mean. Unfortunately, that's just how it goes down. You gotta get them before they get you. These super gremlins are on demon time.
And his attorney says it's a mistake for him to be arrested and charged with this murder because he was just protecting himself. In the statement, they say back in June, Zulu was jumped by 4 gang members. The attorney says Zulu had no choice but to defend himself and shoot, which resulted in the death of Artez Benton. Zulu was also shot during that altercation. Atlanta investigators have charged him with murder, aggravated assault, simple battery, and possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony. And Zulu did turn himself in, and he is out on bond now. Coming up in 30 minutes, I'll show you more on what the attorneys are saying about this whole situation. But for now, reporting live in Atlanta, I'm Madeline Montgomery, CBS 46 News.
Gang violence and other kind of violence.
Guess what? I could be at work, at school, in my car, and I can still get shot by the police. I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.